Playing League of Legends professionally is one thing, but playing on the world stage is a whole nother story. Hi, I'm Landovva, and on the eve of the Season 5 World Championships, we're going to look back at worlds past. Today, we present TSM Gaming's top 10 group stage matches in League of Legends World Championship history. For this list, we considered any match that has taken place during the group stage at any League of Legends World Championships to be eligible, including any and all tiebreaker situations. With that in mind, let's get started. Number 10. Team Solo Mid vs Gaming Giri EU. Kicking off our list at number 10 is none other than the epic battle between Team Solo Mid and Gaming Giri EU. All jokes aside, this match is on our list because it perfectly highlighted why so many people love TSM. After being mathematically eliminated from the tournament, TSM went full YOLO in their final match against Gaming Giri EU, with all the players playing off roles and picking whatever champions they wanted. This includes, and this kills me a bit on the inside, a Teemo AD carry pick by Reginald, which secured first blood. In the end, Gaming Giri EU defeated TSM, confirming once and for all that EU is greater than NA. Number 9. Epic Gamer vs Against All Authority. Switching gears from a fun match to one of League's first classics, Epic Gamer, the original EG, faced off with Against All Authority, better known as AAA, in the Season 1 group stage. At a time when League of Legends was still in its youth, this game truly delivered. After a 45-minute slugfest, EG was able to cleanly ace AAA in the final teamfight to secure the victory. Looking back, it's a little odd to see things like Double Lift on Janna and Westress on Vayne, but at least we got to see Dyrus on Singed, spamming his laugh and getting to play some League of Legends. EG was a definite favorite to win the entire tournament, and if it wasn't for Westress's computer crashing and the lack of a pause function during the semifinals, who knows what could have happened. Number 8. CLG Prime vs SK Gaming. Back in Season 2, the game still was a lot more flexible, and we got to see some really fun strategies because of it. CLG was one of the few teams to truly abuse this kind of flexibility, and in their match against SK Gaming, they utilized an extremely unconventional triple teleport promote strategy to win their game against SK Gaming in a dramatic base race. Despite this heart-racing finish, neither team was able to make it to the quarterfinals, but they did give us one of the most dramatic games ever played in the group stage.
Continuing to split push, you can see the inhibitor will go down. Aranea is going to come around the back of him. SK Gaming can turn this into a full push. They can take the inhibitor of their own here. They're going to push through. They've already taken two of the major damage dealers out there. Boy doing as best he can with Hotshot GG to stop this going down. SK Gaming may have it in them to continue pushing through. We've got a 36-second cooldown on Big Fat LP. Double Lift is now backed off. No, he's still in there. Still on that turret. The inhibitor He's trying to take the Nexus turret. Aranea misses the taunt on him. He does manage to get one Nexus turret. Meanwhile, SK Gaming has taken the Nexus turret off their own. This has effectively become a base race. Boy getting in there. Oriana's just about to spawn. They're going to continue on the pressure. The Nexus turret did not go down. And SK Gaming forced to back away from this one. So CLG picking up a base turret on that one. Now we're seeing Boy teleporting. They're going into the base. CLG are pushing into the base. Boy's gone for the final Nexus turret. They're going to try and catch on towards Aranea. Have they got the damage? Boy's back in. The second teleport comes in. Big Battlefield. Oriana ultimate. The Nexus is exposed. The Double Lift is going to take the Nexus down. No, Kevin gets in there. Absolutely obliterates him. But Boy grabs it back. And he's won it. I do not believe the game.
Number 7. AHQ vs Edward Gaming. When AHQ and Edward Gaming faced off in Group A at the Season 4 World Championships, much was on the line. Both teams were fighting over the second seed in the group, and an AHQ win would almost certainly force a tiebreaker, as Edwards Gaming's final match would be against Samsung White later that day. An EDG win would simply clinch the spot outright. What followed was absolutely spectacular. Trailing 10,000 gold at the 40-minute mark, AHQ support Green Tea managed to hook EDG's AD carry Name not once, but twice in the span of 5 minutes. These two massive hooks helped propel AHQ to consecutive teamfight wins and subsequently the game. EDG would go on to lose to Samsung White and be forced to play the tiebreaker match versus AHQ later in the day, which EDG would win convincingly.
They're not going to roll over on this one. Garnet Devil, though, taking a big hit from the Culling Name. Step forward. Oh, it's been though, into the box. Deathbox going down. They're going to get the kill. This could be it for HQ.
They're going to go on towards FCZF. Westall gets himself a second. You, the next focus. He gets dropped down. AHQ are just ripping through EDG here. Clearlove tries to turn around. The gun shield is... we were drawing question marks towards him. 0-2-1 this far in. He gets he got it again!
This is real bad news once again, but where's the backup? The monsoon comes out. Westall! Here comes Westall! His GA will get bumped, and Name is down and out. You is down. 3 men are dead here. They can take Baron, or they can say, screw the Baron, let's go for the win. He's going low here, but he himself has got a Guardian Angel. Nexus story number 1 goes down. Deathmark on Sakura. He will use the wild growth. They gotta take down these Nexus stories. Still 20 seconds to the rest. FCZF takes a burst. Koro is still in there. Oh no! On the Nexus. Nexus gotta finish it. They're managing to do it. Edward David. Can you believe it? Insane scenes here in Taipei. Wow!
Number 6. Azubu Frost versus Invictus Gaming. When Azubu Frost and Invictus Gaming were placed in Group A, fans rejoiced at the potential this matchup held, and man did they deliver. For most of the game, both teams went back and forth, with neither team getting a clear edge. It all culminated with the final fight at the 41-minute mark, in which Azubu Frost was able to ace Invictus and close out the game. With 48 kills in only 41 minutes, this game was exciting from start to finish, as neither team took their foot off the gas.
Anything can turn into a bad pressure here, but a fight to start here by Dragon.
Now going down, he may get quite hurt. He tries to jump back to his teammates. Jitai coming up with a kill, but he is falling fast. Xiao Zhao falls, and right there as well, the 1-for-1 coming out, and it looks like they will continue pressure on this fight. A double kill coming up top for Shai as he puts himself in the middle. Fusion going down as well, and they are continuously fighting this one in the jungle. I think that's hurting them a little bit. The vision is back and forth denied, and it comes out very big in the side of Azubu Frost. Kid looking to finish off one more kill. A great arcane chip out of the Gatling helps him to stay alive. The Arcane Angel is still up. The dance goes out, and it looks like IG is trying to bait this one out, saying, yeah, we're taking it. But with the long-range initiation, they know not to. Jarvan jumps in, but it's on Hellastar. The ulti goes off from him, mitigating so much damage. They jump onto Zitai. The Zonius goes off. Who will they focus next? The Illusion is quite low as well. Zitai will fall. Kid goes down. Mad Life, Illusion, they're all falling. And it is going to be a huge pickup here. Another one goes down. EDB left the sliver of hell. And Nexus, the first game of the day. It does not go to Azubu Frost. Azubu Frost will defeat Invictus Gaming.
Number 5. SK Telecom T1 versus OMG. Losing an inhibitor is never easy to deal with, but when SK Telecom was able to take one at the 12-minute mark versus OMG, no one could believe it. SKT made a beautiful rotation to mid and were able to chain CC after CC after CC into kills as they pushed their way down the mid lane to quickly accelerate the pace of the game. With such an early advantage, SKT snowballed out of control and defeated OMG in only 23 minutes. This match is easily the most dominant performance by a single team in group stage history.
They are going to fall one after the other in the I think I can mentality, but I think I can. They really can.
SKT can. They're going 3 turns in a row and another kill.
I stopped at 4 and 5. They're going for 6, 7, 8. Inhibitor turn at 12.
Number 4. Cloud9 versus Najin White Shield. When Cloud9 and Najin White Shield faced off in their final Group D match of the Season 4 World Championships, the stakes could not have been higher. A Cloud9 win would not only clinch them a top 2 seed in the group, but would eliminate Alliance and set up a tiebreaker match with Najin later in the day for the top seed. A Najin win would clinch them the top seed in the group and set up a Cloud9 Alliance tiebreaker. With everything on the line, Cloud9 came out and did the unthinkable, acing Najin White Shield at the 51-minute mark and booking their ticket to the quarterfinals. This C9 win also forced the tiebreaker match against Najin later in the day, which they would ultimately lose.
Might be a little bit delayed from both sides until they get those Guardian Angels in position.
Oh, goes
off
Blade.
to the side falls. He's going to be the focus, but he flashes. The Cocoon misses. Oh, they've got the Charmer high though. He will put down his death mark. Cocoon uses his Gorilla lower the back. Sneaky coming around after using his QSS. It's going to be Cloud9 to win this one. They take out Watch. They go into Zephyr. It's the ace for Cloud9. They could go through and win.
51 minutes in, Cloud9 finds the amazing fight. 5-0 ace. Nothing will stop them from winning this game.
Nexus turret's going down and Cloud9 picking up a massive victory over Najin White Shield. They're going to play them again later.
Number 3. Gambit Gaming versus Samsung Ozone. Tiebreaker match. Win, or your season is over. That is the scenario Gambit Gaming and Samsung Ozone both found themselves in when they took to the Rift for their tiebreaker match back at Season 3. Gambit came out firing on all cylinders and accumulated a 7,000 gold lead before Dandy and the rest of Ozone turned the game around at Baron. Despite the mistake, Gambit were able to recover and defeated Samsung after an emotional 43-minute fight and secure their spot in the quarterfinals.
What time does he come in? The question is now. We do see a steal from Dandy. That has been enough, but the question is at what cost? The first victim of the fight is Dade, as now Genja, full HP. Voidal still alive in the background. We do see Dandy securing a kill onto Diamond Brox. Genja still untouched. Dandy jumps back in. This is a triple kill. Now Genja's the last target. He's doing the best he can to pick up kills. A captain surprise available. This is an almost ace. Voidal score. Stranglethorns goes down. Crescendo has been used already. Alexich in the background. They've traded support for support. Where is Genja? That is the question. He's backing away. Dandy's doing the best he can to survive, but the inhibitor still stands. Alex and Genja close it out. Now Dade is going to be hit. That's a flash forward from Diamond. They've got him. They've got Dade. They're on to Lupa. Diamond Brock's still alive. Hate spikes going down. And I tell you what, Lupa hates Elite right now. He's get taken out. This has to be the game. Gambit are rushing for the next.
They might have just enough damage. Everything is burned. This will be Gambit into the quarterfinal.
Number 2. Fanatic versus OMG. The game isn't over until the Nexus explodes, and there is no better example than this game. Fnatic and OMG found themselves almost an hour into their match, with OMG holding a 10,000 gold lead. After a Nexus defense of their own, a desperate Fnatic made a beeline towards the OMG Nexus while stopping the recalls. Despite their valiant attempt, OMG was able to successfully defend their Nexus, which fell to literally 1 HP. After their miraculous defense, OMG was able to ace Fnatic and finally win the game at the 71-minute mark, securing a very important win and ending one of the most epic games in League of Legends history.
They are pushing him for the final one. It took 65 minutes to get onto the Nexus turrets. Both OMG's Nexus turrets are down, but somehow still persevering. Cool, eats a shot, he goes down. That was an execution, but it doesn't matter. The time is still 70 seconds, and somehow Peke, by himself, staves off an entire team. And again this game, do you think it's going to be over? There's Soaz, it's not Cassidy, but it's Rumble.
Oh my TP to the top, he's got to go for the Nexus here as well. Soaz trying to be the hero. The recall's coming in, but Soaz was on it. One goes back, the rest come in.
He's not going to get it.
Down. I don't think he's got the damage here, but the Super Minions are coming in. I say he's not got the damage for the Nexus. He's down to half HP. He's already used his flash, and he will end up falling down.
Yeah, but they're playing the stop the recall game, and Reckless is on the heels right now. Stop the recall. Living artillery. He's going to stop Sign. He has to. One of the big damage dealers. Going's going to make it in. Peke's there. Here comes Cyanide as well on the end. They're focused on the Guardian Angel Lasagnas. Can Cyanide slip in as the spike? Oh my God. Will they be able to get it? Peke up from the Guardian Angel, a few more hits. Will this really happen?
No, they did it! Oh my God!
They saved it!
Isn't gonna let it happen.
Oh, the flag from Go-Go, they're going for Reckless, that knocks down, shot down here by Lovely, who's the next target, Soaz is in between them, but they're going for Yellow Star, second man down, make that third and fourth, Peke will fall, it's an 8 for OMG, and that's gonna be the game.
71 minutes first in that fight for the down Guardian Angels on the side of Fanatic.
Number 1. Kaboom versus Alliance. Oh, Reddit. A day before Kaboom's match against Alliance, a post on our League of Legends quickly made it to the front page, saying that the wildcard spot was useless and a waste of time. People quickly jumped onto this bandwagon, but then, kaboom! It happened. Hailing from Brazil, Kaboom Esports did the impossible and took down Alliance in what is still known as the biggest upset ever seen on the world stage. This allowed Cloud9, defeating Nausea and White Shield directly afterwards, to eliminate Alliance from the tournament and move themselves into the playoff round. Sparked by their prodigy mid-player Tinones, Kaboom was able to control the game from start to finish, making everyone realize that the little wildcard spot so many called useless was far more valuable to these growing regions than anyone could ever have imagined. Going into the 2015 Worlds, with Pain Gaming hailing from Brazil as well, who knows what the wildcard team can pull off this year.
Is the Left can do a hell of a lot of damage if he can catch them all in the pit. There we go. They check him out. Final goes in. Left comes around. There's the rocket. Alliance are in trouble. They get the Baron, but can they get out? Shot scored out. Chase leaps away. Left chases on towards him. Gets away with it. Everyone. Alliance are away. They have to get to the fountain. Boom has not been pushed off the turrets until they grab it. And the Nexus turret almost about to go down. Alliance has too much on their plate to consider. That's the fight. The control onto left, they are able to take him down. Danagorn very low. Shook, gonna get hit up, start of the fight. They're gonna win. Next turret is almost about to go down.
My God.
That's Alliance down. Kaboom! They lit the fuse, and they are gonna take the game here. It's just a bit more. Frost's charmed up, and it's the kiss of death for him. A triple kill coming in for Tinones, and I can't believe it, D-Man. Kaboom takes the game over Alliance.
Just happened. The team that absolutely got the perfect game over Nausea White Shield just got decimated by Kaboom Esports from Brazil, representing.
Thank you for watching TNP Gaming's top 10 group stage matches in League of Legends World Championship history. Thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, leave us a comment below, and stay tuned for our next Worlds-themed video real soon.